Hey, what's up? Just gonna try to make a quick video really quick. So, oops, hold on. Okay, can't dock myself there. But anyways, really thinking about my son a lot today. I was watching some videos. Something just happened to come up on my phone about some girl that had cancer and died. And just, I'm like, I've been watching different things and stuff about like dementia. Sometimes I just start watching really weird things. Sorry for the noise. And like, I started watching that, and it was a really sad story. She was only 26 when she died, and like had two little kids and stuff. And I noticed like she was married, and like the husband, and like pictures of their house. I'm like, God, like crazy expensive nice house, right? And I could tell like they were really young. And then there's one picture where he has like fancy car, super fancy car, I didn't know, but it was actually a Lamborghini. And I'm like, what the fuck are these, like what the fuck do these people do that they have that much money at that young of an age? So of course in my head I'm just like, okay, like white privilege or whatever. But so after I watched that, and it made me sad, made me think about stuff, especially like her funeral, made me think about my dad and like how I can't see those pictures because my son has those. I hope he still has them and didn't delete them, but he has all those funeral pictures and things on his phone, or he did, at least, I don't know. And of my dad, I don't have those things, and I really would like to see them right now. But anyways, to continue, hold on a second, let me move a bit because my balance is starting to get off a little bit. But anyways, to continue, like I'd like to see those pictures. But I was like, after that, I started looking more at like this guy. I'm like, I want to see what this guy does. Like, how does he have this much money, right? Hold on. Sorry. I ordered food, so like I think my person is coming to deliver my food. But anyways, I'm like, what does this guy do that makes this much money, right? And would you believe it? The first sentence is that this dude, I can't think of what his name is, started in 2012 as a door-to-door salesman selling pest control. Exactly what my son is or was, I'm not exactly sure, but as far as I know, is doing right now. And I'm like, and this dude is young as fuck, Lamborghini and other cars, invests money at his whole little story, started investing when he was 23, is a millionaire or maybe more than a millionaire. Freaking ridiculous house, and he buys properties, rents property, like, so like that's where he gets a lot more money, right? But the fact that the beginning started with the beginning started with, I'm expecting, I don't know what I was expecting, but he started in 2012 as a door-to-door salesman selling pest control. I was like, hold on. What? So I immediately thought of my son, and I'm like, and then I thought of like how my son met like these lawyers here in Arizona, these like really famous, popular lawyers that are always have commercials on, and their kid is his boss, or was, because again I haven't talked to my son in a bit now, so I'm not sure, but last I know, their son is his boss, and like he's apparently now doing really well, making good money as far as I know. But I'm like, so that the son, his boss, like is successful and is super young, right? But he, of course, he also graduated college. Successful, super young. This dude was already successful. Like it said, he broke like the records like his first year as a rookie, and quickly went into leadership. So it sounds like, I might watch more videos, but it sounds like he was probably already into leadership by maybe 21, 20 maybe. But the fact that like, it made me think like, wow, what is the chance that I just happen to get this video recommended to me to watch about some cancer girl, right? Of course, it makes me think about me and like my issues, because I don't know what's going on. I go to neurology this week. I still probably not going to know right away what's happening, but I watch these videos, I think about myself, I think about things, and then just because I'm like kind of like, why do these people have so much money, these nice things that I will probably never have, things that they had, like I'm like at my age, like double the age, right, of the girl, and they were living, well, almost double the age, and they were living in this freaking like ridiculously nice house, ridiculously nice cars, going on Hawaii vacations and all these things, you know. Of course, it's still sad, obviously, that she died very young with young kids. Like, don't get me wrong, like I was sad for her. I cried a little bit, you know, but like, sorry. But I thought, like, what was the chance of them to happen to look and see, okay, what does he do? You know, I want to know what this dude does. And, like, that's what he does. And then to think about my son and, like that's what he's doing or was doing, or I don't know. But I'm like, well, maybe he got lucky and he got, because, again, when it comes to sales, like, a lot of people fail at sales. A lot of people can't do sales. That's why so many people don't do sales or don't get into sales, because there's a high rate of failure, you know. And I don't know, I just thought it was interesting, and I wanted to be like, well, what if that's like gonna be, I know that's how my son thinks, at least, that that's what he wants, that's what he's trying to do, and like, okay, do this, making this money, concerned about all that, obviously. And sorry, I'm just kind of like, I've been sitting and now I'm standing, and I guess I was not ready to be standing today, because like, oh, my balance right now, so I'm having to keep leaning against this wall here. But I guess just found it interesting that like that dude was successful and that was his start. Of course, now he's like, his main thing is investing and buying properties and all this stuff, and I don't know if he's still like even has anything to do with pest control, but definitely very, very successful. And I think about my son and I'm like, well, maybe he will be very, very successful and, you know, have things like that, and then that would be great for him. It also makes me like, it gets me down as well, because I'm like, that's never gonna be me. Like, I'm never gonna have those things, because I'm like double the age. And but anyways, I just wanted to make this video really quick. Sorry if it's like all over the place, but all right, bye.